Grab a dime and a penny. Close your eyes and run your finger around the outer edge of each one. They don't feel the same, do they? A dime has sharp, textured grooves, while a penny is completely smooth. You probably use these coins every week without thinking about it. But that tiny contrast isn't random. It's a physical system with a history stretching back hundreds of years. And by the end of this breakdown, you'll realize that your loose change is telling a story through touch. For the 4 common coins most people encounter, here's the shortcut your hands are taking without your brain even realizing it. A dime and a penny are surprisingly close in diameter. In a pocket or dark bag, size alone can be misleading. So the mint gives them completely different edge styles. The penny is smooth, while the dime has a reeded edge. The same contrast appears in the larger pair. A nickel has a smooth edge, while a quarter uses reeded grooves. And here's the strange part. A modern dime has 118 reeds around its rim. A larger quarter has 119. Even the texture of the edge is precisely engineered. So why did governments stop putting ridges into metal money in the first place? The answer goes back to an ancient form of financial fraud called coin clipping. Long before paper or digital currency, coins were made directly from precious metals like gold and silver. Their value was tied closely to the amount of metal they contained. Criminals discovered a simple trick. They could secretly shave tiny pieces of metal from the coin's edge. They collected those gold or silver shavings, while spending the damaged coin at its full value. And because early hand-struck coins often had uneven edges, detecting that tampering wasn't always easy. So mints began using milled and reeded edges. A damaged or flattened rim became an obvious warning sign. In 1696, Isaac Newton became Warden of Britain's Royal Mint and helped intensify the fight against counterfeiting and coin clipping. The early United States Mint also adopted reeded edges on many precious metal coins to help protect their value. Then came a major turning point. In 1965, the United States changed the composition of circulating dimes and quarters. Real silver was removed from those circulating coins, replaced by a copper-nickel-clad construction. But the reeded edges stayed. Even though silver was gone, the physical design remained useful. Those physical differences can also help people with limited vision. Distinguish coins by touch. Size, weight, and edge characteristics can provide important tactile clues when someone can't rely on sight. And if you look beyond ordinary change, dollar coins use another interesting trick. Modern presidential $1 coins use edge lettering, with inscriptions stamped directly around the rim. That lettering includes the year, the mint mark, and the words E pluribus unum. So instead of simply feeling grooves, your fingers can actually encounter text wrapping around the coin's edge. Other countries solve the same problem differently. Canadian loonies, for example, use an 11-sided polygon shape. British coins also vary in thickness, shape, and edge patterns, giving different denominations distinctive physical characteristics. And there's another major change happening in American currency. The happening in American currency. The United States stopped producing circulating pennies in 2025. Existing pennies remain legal tender and can still circulate. But new circulating pennies are no longer being produced. So the next time you reach into your pocket, run your thumb along the rim. You're touching a centuries-old security innovation that also became practical tactile design. But if pennies are no longer being produced, why are they still everywhere? Because billions of existing pennies are still legal tender and remain in circulation. So even though new circulating pennies have stopped, the old ones don't simply disappear. They can keep changing hands for years.